inverse variation, as told you in the last video, that if one quantity decreases, other quantity increases. Okay, or if one quantity increases, then other quantity decreases. This is the vice versa thing. Like in the last exercise, it was on direct variation, where both the things were increasing. Like with the increase in weight of sugar, the price of sugar also increased. Like if you are buying 1 kg sugar for rupees 40, then 2 kg will be for rupees 80. Means as the amount of quantity, the quantity of sugar you are increasing, the price is also increasing. Here it's the different thing. So starting with the exercise, you will get to know with the questions. So our first question in this exercise is, here we have this question, we have to find whether they are in proportion or not. Means whether they are in inverse proportion or not. For inverse proportion, we just check whether their multiplication are equal or not. Means the two quantities, their multiplication, if their multiplications are equal, like if 90 into 10 is 900, then 60 into 15, it is also 900, means they are in proportion. Here 45 into 20, it is also 900. 30 into 30 is also 900, and this 20 into 45 is also 900. Means their multiplications all are equal, all are in inverse proportion. Okay, all are in inverse proportion. This is our next question here, that says a packet of sweet was distributed among 20 children. Okay, there is a packet of sweet and that is distributed between 20 students, then each of them receive 4 sweets. Okay, like there is a packet of chocolates or toffees, and each received 4 toffee, then each of them received 4 toffees, then how many sweets will each child get if the number of children are reduced by 4? Means if the number of children are reduced by 4, that is they were 20, then they have now become 16 students. That is, now there are 16 students. Of course, when the number of children will decrease, then the number of toffees that each will get will increase. Okay, here number of children are decreasing and number of toffees each children will get will increase. Means this is inverse proportion. Like we will create a box of children and number of sweets. When there were 20 children, each got 4 toffees. When now the children have decreased by 4, that is 20 minus 4, that is 16 now, then they will get X toffees. Then this is a inverse proportion. As number of children decrease, the number of toffee each will get increase. This is inverse proportion. Okay, in inverse proportion, we don't keep the things directly. Like in direct, we kept the things directly. Like this was the box and we kept it directly. 35 upon 1 equals to 5 upon x upon 20. But in this, what we will do, two quantities, 20 and 4. 20 into 4 is equals to this, 16 into x. This into this is equals to this into this. Okay, or you can do one more thing, like you don't have to keep the things directly, you will just reciprocate one of the things. Like you can write it as 16 upon 20 is equals to 4 by x. Means interchange these things up and upside down and then write that directly. 16 comes up and 20 comes down, and 4 and x are written the same way. Write it this way or this way. Multiplication of both the quantities are equal or the reciprocal are equals. Okay? So here it is, 80 is equals to 16 into 4 x. So x will be equals to 80 upon 16, that is 5. X is 5, that is on decreasing number of children by 4, each will get 5 toffees. Each gets 5 sweets if number of children are decreased by 4. This is our answer. Okay. So this is our next question that says that it takes 8 days for 12 men to construct a wall. How many men should be put onto job if it is required to construct it in 6 days? The table should be days and men. So 8 days are taken by 12 men to construct a wall. How many men will be required if wall is to be constructed in 6 days? So men will be x. Look, if a wall is constructed in 12 days by 8 men, if the number of days has to be decreased, means the wall has to be constructed more fast. So obviously the number of men required to construct the wall will be increased. Means if the number of men will increase, the work will be done more faster, and number of time taken to construct that wall will decrease. So it is increasing the men will decrease the days. So this is a inverse question. Okay, it is inverse variation. So as said before, we will multiply the two different quantities of same type and the other different quantity. So here x will be equals to 8 into 12 upon 6, it is 2 it is x equals to 16, means 16 men will be required to construct a wall. So we can also write this form as I have said before, you have to just reciprocate one of the form, means you can write it as 6 by 8 equals to 12 by x. Okay, 6 by 8 equals to 12 by x. So you can solve these questions by this form, just reciprocating one of the given fraction and then writing them in equals to. Okay, but in direct variation we wrote the given expression the same way as it is given, but in inverse we write the reciprocal of only one side, or you just multiply the two different quantities, 8 into men mean days into men upon days into men, they are equal. Okay, so you will get 16. So 16 men are required to construct the same wall in 6 days. So this is our next question. So next question says that a contractor has undertook a contract to complete a part of stadium in 9 months with a team of 560 persons. Means a contractor has to build a stadium in 9 months with 560 persons. So what will the table form? Persons and months. He requires 560 persons to complete the work in 9 months. Later on it was required to complete the work in 5 months. Means later on the work was to be completed in 5 months. So how many extra persons should be employed? So what are the persons required if the work have to be if the stadium has to be built in 5 months? So let the persons be x to be built in 5 months. Look, if the time has to be decreased, obviously the persons will increase. How? Like if you have to build a wall and you require 5 persons to build a wall in 2 days, but if the persons are increased, the persons have become 10, so obviously a wall will be built in a day less, means in 1 day. Means as the number of persons will increase, the time to complete the work will decrease. So this is decreasing and this is increasing. So this is a inverse proportion. So in inverse proportion what we do, we multiply the quantities it is inverse this into this is equals to x into 5, or you can do it the other way around as well, like I've said you before, to just reciprocate one of the side. X upon 560 is equals to 9 upon 5, and just solve it. So we will find the value of x here or here. So it is x is equals to 560 into 9 upon 5. So here 5 is cutted by this, it gives us 112. So 112 into 9, 900, and it is 1008. Means 1008 persons are required to build the that stadium in 5 months. So how many extra should be employed? So extra persons to be employed means originally there were 560 and now there are 1008. So what are the extra persons employed? 1008 minus the original ones will give you the extra persons employed. So it is 448. These are the extra persons to be employed. So this is our answer. So this is our next question that says that Vandana take 24 minutes to reach her school at a speed of 5 km/h. There is a speed and time. So our table will be speed and time. So here the speed is 5 and the speed is 5 km/h. She reaches her school in 24 minutes. If she wants to reach the school in 20 minutes, what should be her speed? Her speed should be x. Means if the speed of a person will increase, then obviously the time taken to reach from one point to another will decrease. When speed increases, the time will decrease. If you are running fast, then you will complete a circle. If you will reach at any point more sooner. So this says that increasing the speed will decrease your time. That is, it is an inverse proportion. So you have to calculate this. We did multiplication and then this multiplication. 5 into 24 is equals to x into 20. So x is equals to 5 into 24 upon 20. It is 4. It is 6. So x is equals to 6 km/h. So this is our speed. We had to calculate what should be her speed. So 6 km/h should be her speed to reach from one point to another. So this is our next question that says that 1200 soldiers in a fort has enough food for 28 days. After 4 days, look, if there are a few chapatis with the soldiers, then like if you have 4 chapatis for a day and you are alone eating it and you can eat it for 2 days, and if one more person adds up to you, it might finish in 1 day itself. Means as the number of persons increase, the number of days the food will last will decrease. Means if you have 4 chapatis and you can eat it in 2 days and one more person adds up to you, so it will last for only 1 day. Means the food will finish faster as the number of people increases. This means this is an inverse case. So here the question says that total soldiers are 1200 and food is for 28 days, and after 4 days some soldiers were sent away. Means after 4 days the food for 4 days has been used up. So after 4 days, comma, food is left for 28 minus 4 means 24 days. Means after 4 days food left is for only 24 days. So what next? So now the question says that we will construct a table. Number of soldiers and days. So number of soldiers was 1200 and days were 24 days. So after 4 days means when the food is left for only 24 days, some soldiers left the fort and was sent to another fort. So now the food will last for 32 days. So now the food is lasting for 32 days. So how many soldiers had left? So what is the new count of soldier? Okay, X is the new count of soldier. So food will last for. So now this is a inverse case. So we just multiply the different quantities. So X will be equals to 1200 into 24 upon 32, 4, 3, 300. So X is 900. So now the count left was only 900. So how soldiers left? How many soldiers left? Original was 1200, now there are 900. So 300 soldiers left the fort for the other fort. So how many soldiers left the fort? So 300 soldiers left the fort. Okay, this is our answer.